So thanks for coming to our Yin class. This evening, we are going to use a blanket, a block, and a bolster. You can make do with what you have around your house. If you don't have a block or a bolster, then just grab some more blankets or towels and you can roll them up so that you can get a little bit of leverage later on in our practice. So I'm going to promote a bit of comfort and the weight of the blanket in the start of my practice. We're going to lay down. Finding Shavasana, and feel free to cover up with a blanket, whether it's folded or you have it fully open. And take a moment to just really adjust and settle in as you need here. Seeing if you can create even 5% more comfort. Feel the weight of the blanket wrapping around. Encouraging your body to settle. Every exhale, undoing a little more tension. Begin to follow your breath if you haven't already. Observing your natural ebb and flow. Breath moves in, breath moves out. And as soon as we notice the breath, it tends to lengthen out for us. It just feels good to breathe deeply. And soak here in your breath for a few more rounds. Bring your arms overhead. Bend your elbows, taking a hold of your opposite arms. And walk your head and the upper part of your body over to the left side. followed by your legs and your feet. Looking for a place where you can sustain the shape for a longer duration of time. Noticing if you've sacrificed that bit of comfort for depth. Release any gripping that you have in your arms, allowing them to melt in. The hands can come undone. The cross of the arms can loosen. And if required, you can lower your arms down to your sides if needed. Bring a sense of softening into your outer shell. Allow your face to stay relaxed. Coming back to that idea of soaking in your breath. Feel the weight of your shoulders and your hips. Allowing them to press down. And stay with your last few breaths that we're going to take here in this shape. Begin to walk your body back towards the center line. Take a moment to observe the recoil that's taking place through your right side. And we will require a prop for our next posture. I'm going to roll onto your right side and begin to roll onto your abdomen. And you're going to want your right arm to kind of stay off to the side, and grab your prop, cross your left arm on top, and then lower your forehead down onto your prop so that you can rest your head. Negotiate space as you need. Breathing into the cross of your arms. Take the time to notice your sensations. Notice the flow of your breath here. Stay soft throughout your face. Feel your forehead pressing into your prop. Lift your head. Uncross your arms so that you can move your prop forward. Take your arms off to your sides, tenting your fingertips on the floor, and lower your chest all the way down. Allow your head to be heavy, lifting your chest, loop your shoulders up, back, and down. Take your chin up, and then lower your chest and eventually your chin. Same idea. Head is heavy, chest lifts, shoulders loop, chin rises, lowering from the bottom all the way to the top. Find your own flow here. Do this a few times, awakening into the upper parts of our spine. And finish that last one that you're on. We'll roll onto our backs. Readjust your blanket, maintaining that sense of weightedness that it brings. Lift your arms overhead. Hands take opposite arms with the elbows bent. Shimmying the upper body over to the right side, followed by your legs and your feet. Eventually settling in, the hands release, the arms can begin to uncross. Soaking in the magic of your breath as we open up the left side of our body. Nothing to hold on to with the arms and shoulders. We want them to relax. Allow your shoulders and your hips to sink in. Keep guiding your attention back to the movement of your breath. And the breath has a way of unweaving unnecessary tension within our body. Really utilize your breath here. Sticking with that flow as it goes in and out. With careful awareness, guide your body back to the center line. No rush to get there. Want to hold space for the body to rebound. And preparing to roll over to the left side of the body and eventually connecting the front side down. Grab your prop for your forehead to rest. Right arm comes in on top, palms face the ceiling. Connect your forehead. Coming back to your breath. Breathing into the cross of your arms. Head is relaxed. Breath is steady and even. Keep moving your attention inward as we find our last few cycles of breath. Lift your head, uncrossing your arms, move your prop forward, and we'll get set up for that movement in the upper part of the spine. Lower the front side down, take your hands off to the floor, tenting your fingers. As your chest lifts, loop your shoulders, take your chin up, and chest lowers, and eventually your chin. Enjoy mobilizing into the upper part of your trunk. The next time you lower all the way down, bring your palms in to connect, press up through a tabletop and into a seated position. We're going to get set up for a fold, a wide leg fold to be exact. So this is when our mini props are going to come in handy. So if you have a block, you can just bring it down in front and lay your bolster over top. You could be piling a whole bunch of pillows here. And you're going to take your legs a bit wider. And then fold onto your prop station, I guess you could say. And you could allow one of your cheeks to come down. If you're very far away from your prop station, you may reverse it. Some people find it nice to have a bolster on the bottom, take a block in for their forehead to rest on so they can find that sense of release. So figure out what's going to work best for your body. Finding and maintaining a sense of comfort still within the pose. Option to wrap that blanket around you. It's just that nice added weight. Allow your arms to not be supporting you too much if you can, if at all. And finding that place where you can lean in and meet your sensation. Notice how the flow of your breath is showing up here in this fold. And over time, as our practice evolves, that concentration, point of focus, the duration of that time lengthens out. Of course, that also has a natural ebb and flow to it as well, coming and going. But for the most part, we're able to drop in a little faster, maintaining a little longer. And we'll start to climb our way out of the fold, but again, no rush to arrive anywhere. You can help your legs to bend using your hands if you need. And we're going to set our props up to come into deer posture. So depending, we have of the height that you'll need, you can lie your bolster lengthwise down the back of the mat like so. For some, you may utilize a block or another source of lift to find more of a diagonal line. So you could test it out once we get set up. But take the right side of your hip close-ish to your prop setup, and then left leg comes behind. Chest turns towards your prop station. You're just going to lower down. Cover up as you need. So the right cheek down is taking less of a rotation. If you want to continue up the neck or the cervical spine, then you can turn your left cheek and bring it in contact with your prop. Again, notice if you're really holding yourself up with your arms, seeing maybe a bit of a wider stance with your arms, or some people will call it a goal post. May encourage more relaxing in through the upper part of your body. have that rotation in the spine, but down a little further, we have some work happening in the hips too. Notice what's arriving there. Leaning in. Continuously guiding your attention back to your breath. Let's bring the hands in. Pressing up. Eventually rolling just over to the other side and then settling into that rotation and opening of the hips. Left hip close-ish, right leg coming behind. Lower the trunk of the body down. Again, noticing if your arms are doing a lot of work here. Allow your breath to be mesmerizing. While your breath keeps a hold of your attention, allow it to be the tour guide navigating your body. And bring your hands in, connect your palms, pressing your way back up. And we're going to close down our practice with some extension in the spine. So you can leave your bolster, rolled up blanket, or towel just running vertically along the back of your mat and lower down so that the spine comes in line. If you'd like to open up the hips here, you can. You can bring the soles of the feet together, allow the knees to open up. If you feel as though you want to do a combo or just focus on opening in the chest, you can do that as well. Fine tune that physical shape. And guiding your attention inward. And pause it, possibly closing your eyes down to help accentuate that experience. Come back to that idea of soaking in your breath. Every inhale and exhale that you take, like a gentle wash back and forth. Keep coming back to that flow of your inhale and exhale. Bathing in your breath. Keep settling in and moving inward. Flicker some subtle movements in your fingers and toes. Eventually, finding your way over to one side so that you can take your prop out, come back to set up for Shavasana. And back to our starting position. You can support yourself as you need here with any props. Finding complete relaxation of your physical body. Surrender to gravity. Listen for sounds that you hear off in the distance. Notice any lingering tastes that are left in the palate of your mouth. Is there any smell that's coming along as you draw the air in your nose? Just noticing what you see, even if the eyes are closed. A lot of the time, we can still see lights and colors. Feel for the pulsation of your breath. Inviting flickers of movement back in your fingers and toes. Subtle shifts in your body. Eventually finding your way into a seated position, but again, no rush to get there. You arrive sitting in good posture, collect the hands together at your chest, just taking a moment to honor your journey.